Hello and welcome, my wee beasties. 'Tis I, Cleo of Games for Fight, and I'm here because I thought we would do another video for Starbound beta now that it's been out for a couple of days and they've installed some new updates and whatnot. If you want specifics on what has been updated, you would be better off finding a source that actually writes it out on the log. I can look for some and put it in the description. I'm basically just going to be exploring the world and maybe giving a couple of tips that I figured out as I've been playing it. I haven't been able to play it too much because I have my full-time job and all that, but I have been able to find a couple of tricks, so I'd be happy to show them to you. Now I'm going to be making a new character because some of you guys watching the video now might not have seen my other videos and or might not have seen anything about Starbound, but I'm going to go through it pretty quickly. So here's the character generator, or creation thing. Sorry, you have the 6 races. I'll add the other races in later. I've made a lot of Florins. I'm going to make a bird person, an avian. I usually just flip through till I find one that I really like. I like that. That one's pretty cute. I guess it'll be a girl. A bird with boobs, why not? Blood Eater! Alright, that's an awesome name. And they have not really made any differences between the races. I was talking to, I think it was Molly, in the dev chat room the other day, and she basically said that they decided they wanted to make it, you know, I'm paraphrasing, so she put it more elegantly than this, but she said that they didn't want to isolate people based on what race they picked. They wanted to make it more accessible to different people. I wouldn't mind if they made it a little more a little more diverse, but then, you know, I don't mind a challenge. I do a lot of role-playing and stuff, so I like that. But I can see their point, you know. You don't want people to get mad because they pick their character and then they find out too late, oh, that character has this limitation or whatnot. So basically they're all the same. The recipes are different though, depending on your race. Okay, so really quickly, those are interesting looking trees. So yeah, if you're new to Starbound, one of the amazing things of Starbound is that pretty much everything is procedurally generated. The planets are all procedurally generated. The flora, the fauna, the weapons, a lot of stuff. There's all these little instances, I don't know what you want to call them, that you can randomly find around on the planets. It's very Elder Scrolls like that, where you can just be like, oh, bandits, or oh, ruins full of monsters. Like for instance these trees, you know, I've played this game maybe 4 or 5 hours and I've been to maybe 6 or 7 planets, and I have yet to be on a planet that looks exactly the same. I've yet to see a similar looking tree. Like look at this one, it looks like it's made out of metal, but with that stuff growing out of it, which is awesome. But you start out with your matter manipulator, which you can use to cut trees down, you can use to dig, you can use to pick up plant fibers and everything like that. However, it is slow, so your first bet, well, first you gotta chop down a tree. That's the first step in pretty much all these kinds of games. But you need to get wood, you need to get stone, and then you can go ahead and start making tools that will help you do the same stuff but a lot faster. That's the main benefit. That's interesting. Those guys are flyers, but they're trapped down in there. Well, they're probably gonna try to kill me, so I'll just leave them down there. Not everything in the planet will be aggressive, but 90% of it will, and you start out very, very, very easy to kill, unless you have mad reflexes, I guess. So if you can avoid engaging, I would suggest you do. You do start out with a weapon. I don't know in the actual non-beta version of the game if you will start out with a weapon. In this one you do, and there's quite a lot of different weapons, and this is a very basic weapon. There's some really awesome ones in there. A lot of them, they look really cool, they have different effects, there's a lot of different projectiles, they all have their own properties, and actually a lot of, some of the weapons were custom made, or designed I should say, by some of the higher tier beta donors. So if you don't have Starbound yet, and you want to be in on the beta, you can just go to playstarbound.com and they're still accepting, you know, they're still selling the beta. And if you look at the tiers, there's a couple of the higher tiers where, depending on how much you donate, you can actually have, you know, design your own weapon, have a named NPC, have a statue of your your NPC in the game, and they obviously, some of them are a lot more pricey than the others, but you know, it's not oh my god greed, it's funding of the game. I mean, they've been working on this game for years, and it's still going to take them, I'm guessing it's still going to take them at least a year, maybe more, to come out with this game, and the team continues to grow, and all those people, you know, they're putting their lives on hold to make this game for us. So it's people's paychecks, you know, it's paying for all that time and effort that they're putting into making this game. So it's not it's not just lining somebody's pocket. I'm just gonna put it that way. So I strongly encourage you, even if you're only a little bit interested in this game, I strongly encourage you to go to the website, look into it, you know, watch this video, watch other videos, and if you're interested in it, go ahead and get a beta, you know, and you can take part in the beta. You can tell them if there's things that are glitching out on you. I haven't really run into almost any glitches, but you can look for that. You can give them feedback. You can suggest features, although odds are it's probably already been suggested, so you might be better off going to the forums and looking for an active thread where people already suggested what you wanted and adding to that thread. You know, I'm not saying that you should reactivate a ancient thread, you know, leave that where it's been buried, but anyway, because it is a small company. I mean, it's growing, but it's still a very small company. It's an indie company, and they listen to their fans. They listen to the players. They have their own ideas for the game, but they also want to know what your ideas are, and they want to make a game that everybody can love and enjoy. So don't be afraid to let them know your opinion. Just be polite about it. That's really the moral. Anyway, so I chopped the trees down, and I took the unrefined wood, and I made some quite a few wood planks. You don't want to make all of the wood into wood planks because some of the stuff you need to make requires unrefined wood, but I'm going to use it to make a wooden crafting table, which pretty obviously, pretty obviously you need to make more intensive recipes. These are the little quests that it tells you at the beginning that just gives you an idea of what you need to do to progress. I've done them so many times, and I know a lot of people are going to obviously be saying, oh, it looks just like Terraria, and I have to address this in every video. There are definite similarities to Terraria, but there's similarities to a lot of games. The thing that's beautiful about Starbound is that it takes the best part of a lot of different games. You know, it has the crafting of Terraria, it has the awesome combat and exploration of Castlevania, it has the upgrades of Metroid, it has the customization of a lot of games, it has the random encounters of Elder Scrolls, and you know, and it does it in a unique way, it does it in an adorable way, and it does it in a charming way, I think. I find this game charming. That's kind of a weird word to use for a video game, but I think that it is charming. Anyway, I keep getting off topic. Sorry about that. Alright, so I made the crafting table, and then to use it, you just have your mouse over it. See how it's flashing like that? Go ahead and press E. E is to use. And then you'll get all these lovely new recipes that you can use to make stuff, and obviously they're grayed out because I don't have the stuff for them. If you hover over it, it'll tell you what it says. I personally kind of wish that the thing didn't immediately tell me what it made, because sometimes I'm just trying to scroll and I can't even see what it says, but that's just me being persnickety. Yeah, I use persnickety in a word. Okay, so I don't even know what most of these things do. There's a lot. It's almost Harvest Moony in the fact that you can farm and you can build very, very complicated houses with a lot of different items that you can decorate with, which is a definite improvement from Terraria, because one of my biggest issues with Terraria was that I would try to make a nice house and it was like, you know, there's only a couple of options, so you will not have that problem with Starbound. There's already hundreds of different items you can use to decorate your house, and they're adding more as we speak, and who knows, maybe they'll have DLC eventually that adds even more. I don't know, I'm just conjecturing. Anyway, so we're using the crafting table, and we're going to make a campfire. We don't actually need to use it yet, but we'll make the campfire. We're going to need a hunting bow, and for that we need wood and we need plant fiber, and you can get plant fiber from cutting vines down. There might be another way to get it as well, but I don't know what it is yet. I know if you click on the little pieces of grass that are already in the ground, it'll disappear, but it doesn't seem to show up in the inventory. And what we're making is a hunting bow. You can kill creatures with your sword, and you'll have to kill your creatures with your sword if you have nothing else to attack them with. But the chances of meat dropping are significantly higher with the hunting bow than they are with a sword or other weapon, which I don't quite understand, but I guess that makes a little bit of sense. They said that there either are already or there will be hunting knives added later as well, which will make it so that there's a capsule, which will make it so that you can attack with your knife to get them, which I would prefer because the hunting bows are very, very weak and take a lot to kill. Wow. So there's some random monsters. Look at that dude. He's like wearing... It's Dave from Homestuck. Lol. Those ones have creepy faces. So that one's bad. Okay, ow! So I'm gonna have to kill him with my... Ow! Ow, ow, ow. Kill him with my sword because I don't have anything else yet. Okay, so see, notice that the purple guy isn't bad. It's just these guys that are trying to kill me. Now obviously if you attack them, he'll defend himself. But... Ow, gosh. And their powers are all completely random too. I don't know if it'll stay this way, but I've noticed that a lot of the randomly created creatures seem to have pretty much every magic power that you could have, because I've seen... Hello, wow, that was an impressive growl. Anyway, I've seen flying bat things that'll spit a fireball, and then a bubble attack, and then a bouncy ball of doom, and it's a little it's a little chaotic. I don't know if it's gonna stay like that or if they're gonna limit that a little bit. I don't know, you know, that's the beauty of the beta, is it could completely turn out different. I mean, not completely different, but pretty different. Okay, so another tip, shift is your friend. Shift click will pop items into different locations depending on if you have something else open. For instance, right now I don't have anything else open, so if I shift click on this stuff, it's going to take it from up here and it's going to put it in my generic inventory. So I'm going to take all this stuff that I don't actually want to put anywhere yet and put it in there, and then I'll shift click on there and it'll put it up there. I don't quite understand the left and right thing yet. It has to do with when you can have like one-handed stuff in one hand or the other, but most of the stuff requires two hands, as indicated by these little hands there, so you know, it doesn't make that much of a difference. There's also these two different bags, and I don't really understand that one yet either. I think this is like your resource bag, so if you shift click it'll go into there instead of here, which is interesting. That threw me for a loop until I figured out that it was two different bags, because I would pick stuff up and I'd be like, where did it go? Did it disappear? Nope, it was just in that second bag. Still trying to get over this stupid cold. Anyway, so we have our hunting bow, and unlimited ammo for the hunting bow. I don't know if other stuff will have unlimited ammo, but you can just fire forever, and if you hold it down, it goes farther, and if you let it go right when it gets shiny, it'll do a charge shot that does more damage. How much more damage, I'm not sure, but I don't know. And my tip as well for when you're hunting guys is to make a wood platform and stand on that wood platform if you're going to shoot at them, because otherwise it's very difficult to kill them before they kill you unless you're very good at jumping and avoiding them, and sometimes it's hard to tell where they're going to go and you'll end up next to them and you'll die. Yeah. When you do die, all you lose so far is a little bit of your money. You don't actually lose resources, which is nice, but you know, you'll end up at where you spawned originally, and sometimes that will be quite far away from where you died. So, and there's like, you know, lots of underwater creatures, and I always gush about this, but isn't it cool how it gets quieter when you go down into the water? I think that's awesome. And again, I was in the chat room, and the developer I was talking to said that the original plan was to have it all echoey and everything like that, and they might still do that eventually. They haven't so far. You start with a flashlight too. Again, I don't know if you'll have the flashlight in the actual game. I kind of assume not. I assume that you're gonna be spawned pretty much without anything, but I don't know. We'll find out. You know, it's a beta. They're trying to save you a little bit of dumb having to do the same stuff over and over. Oh my god, that thing is scary. It has 2 mouths. Okay, so like in this scenario, I'm going to go ahead and make some wood platforms, and this is stuff you don't need to have a crafting table to make. You can actually type in here as well how many you want. I just keep forgetting that you can do that. And then your crafting, depending on what you're putting down, but for instance, this stuff, if you put it at an angle, and you can see a little preview there, it'll make it into stairs. If you put it straight like that, it'll just be platform like that. And wooden platforms are nice because when I want to go down there, I can just hold down and press jump. But from the last time I played, enemies could not figure out how to jump up or down or up through them. I'm trying to find him. Where'd he go? I had to make it high enough that he couldn't. Oh, there he is. You can hear if you're hitting him. I could put a torch down. Oh, there he is. It's playing dramatic music, but he can't even figure out how to get to me. Yeah! Okay, so did we get it? Oh, good, and we got meat. Excellent. That was our main purpose. And there is some gold right there. I'm gonna put a torch up there. I love that you have this little indicator now for how far away stuff you can put stuff. It's very, very useful. Alright, so now let's go back to our stuff. You know, we really could just make new stuff since it's super basic stuff, but whatever. Waste not, want not. Oh, there's another thing. Oh, the mouths are separate. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make a platform. Because I don't want to die and have to remake. Well, not remake, but have to wait through the remake animation. Although they are very, very cute. Each race has a different little remake generation thing, and I'm sure you'll see it. I'm sure I will die and you will see what I'm talking about. And it's different depending on how that race would have been created. For instance, the bird people. Whoa, that guy jumped really far. Oh god! Okay, they fixed it, I guess. So now he can climb. Ah! But anyway. Ah! Yeah, like I said, you're probably going to see me die pretty soon. Because everything's really hard. I'm kind of amazed I haven't died yet. Anyway, I could chop that stuff down, but I'm just going to leave it for now. What was I talking about? Anyway, for instance, for the bird, it's a little egg gets dropped, and then the egg grows up, and the bird hatches out in adult form with clothes. For the florin, it's a seed that grows into a little plant, and then the plant kind of spits out a little pod. Uh-oh, it's getting dark. Now, luckily, the dark isn't too terrible, at least in my experience so far. There are more monsters, but not a ton more. Anyway, so we went out there to get our meat, and now that we have our meat, we're going to use the fire. And now that this is open, if I shift-click from here, instead of it going there, it's going to show up here. And you don't need fuel. You just click cook, and it'll cook the meat. And then you can go ahead and eat the meat. And it wants a furnace. And this is the part that I've struggled on so far, because not making the furnace. The furnace is easy. But I struggle at finding any iron ore. I, for some reason, have terrible luck at any sort of crafting game at finding ore. Like, not even rare stuff. I mean, I remember in Minecraft, it took me, I don't even remember how many hours before I was able to find my first diamond. It was literally at least 20 hours before I could find any. And I was exploring. I was deep down in there. Whereas, in contrast, you know, everyone's favorite procrastinator, Steve, his first world was just covered in diamond and obsidian and lava and just... I was super jealous. Anyway, and once we get some stone, we can mix that with the wood to make some better tools like I was talking about. We can make a stone pickaxe and stuff like that. There is durability, but it's pretty forgiving compared to most crafting games. I mean, I have yet to have to replace a stone pickaxe. And another nice thing about using tools is that you can dig up more at a time, which I will show you in just a little bit after I get some stone so I can make some. There's some coal. So I'm going to dig up this coal. So I can, whoa, that startled me. I wasn't expecting there to be that much. Anyway, so I'm going to dig up this coal so I can make more torches so that I can go explore. As you can see, when I dig with the matter manipulator, it does it 4 at a time, and different materials will dig up faster. Again, you know, pretty standard stuff. But go ahead and get this coal, and then I'll use it to make torches. Another nice thing too is that stuff will stay, it'll keep its amount that it's been dug. For instance, if I dig there and I let go and I keep digging, it'll stay as damaged as it is now. Like, you can see it better on the dirt. See how it's still damaged? It slowly repairs, but very slowly. Whereas, for instance, again, to bring up Minecraft, you know, as soon as you let go on a block, it acts, at least as far as I know, it acts as if you've never dug at all against that block. So it makes it a little easier when you're digging. If you accidentally let go, it doesn't start from all over. But yes, this one does 4 blocks at a time. If you hold down shift, yeah, if you hold down shift, it'll do it 1 at a time, so you can do some precision digging, or matter manipulating, I should say, since it doesn't have to be digging. It can also be chopping trees down. It could be getting your furniture back and whatnot. So I don't need all of that just yet. I do need stone, however, so I'm going to dig the stone up right here. And after we get the stone, we'll go back to our crafting table and we'll make some pickaxes. Or actually, we'll just make 1 pickaxe, because like I said, I have yet to have a pickaxe go bad. Oh, okay, this is bad. So you see how the screen's getting all foggy? That's because I'm getting cold. So standing by the torches helps a little bit, but I need to go back to, oh, that thing is terrifying looking. It's gonna try to kill me. Nope? Okay, excellent. Okay, there we go. Now we're fine. You can see him breathe a little cold. It's so cute. Those two look like the star of like an 80s kid show, like Ninja Turtles. You know, the 2 bad guys. I don't even remember their names. Gosh, comment to tell me the names of the 2 that worked for Shredder, and they were both sort of furries. I don't remember. Anyway, so now I'm fine. Now it's not too cold. You can also beam back to your ship to get away from the cold, but I don't do that because that seems like something a quitter would do, and we're not quitters. Anyway, since it's cold out, I'm just gonna dig this tree down. Actually, there's stone right here, so I don't even need to dig out the stone where I was. It's funny, the last time I played before this time, I ended up on this world with these really cool looking trees that were just like these giant rose bushes. I actually posted a picture to the Games Are for Fight Facebook page, and I felt so bad cutting them down. Even though I was playing a Florin, and from my understanding, Florins are pretty bloodthirsty and don't really give a crap about other races. I just felt bad cutting them down. They were so pretty, you know. It'd be like cutting down a sakura tree in full bloom. Okay, so that thing's probably gonna attack me. Probably? No? Oh, okay. So I think they must have changed it and made fewer creatures aggressive. That, or I'm just lucky, because in all my past experiences, pretty much every creature tried to kill me. And it's raining now, but as far as I know, exposure isn't really an issue, just the cold thing. So let's see how much we need to make the pickaxe. Alright, we need 1 more piece of stone. And then we can use that pickaxe to dig out more stone! Yay! And the reason why crafting games are so addictive is that right there. Because you keep telling yourself, oh, I just need 1 more thing and then I can make the pickaxe, and then once I hit the pickaxe I can dig out the other stuff, blah blah blah. Now as you can see, the hoe, it'll if you click on it, it'll tell you over here what it is. Stone hoe, useful for farming, blah blah blah. I have not done any of the farming or anything like that. I have had to remake my character quite a few times because of the different changes that they're rolling out. Although the last couple of changes, they haven't required new characters, so they must be slowly getting more stable. Axe, of course, is for cutting down trees. But okay, so I have the pickaxe now, so I can dig up some more, and then I'm gonna make an axe, and then I'm gonna go back to that cave because we need iron, and iron is most easily found by going down into caves. But notice that the pickaxe, it's a little hard to tell because I'm in the dark right now, but the pickaxe digs 6 at a time. So like I was saying, you can dig up a lot faster. It also requires less attacks, or whatever you want to call it, less clicks. I'm not even clicking, I'm holding down. If you are clicking, that's a problem. But that's nice, so. And, you know, it's good to get your your flashlight out or your torch or whatever and check where you are, because you might actually be standing right on top of a bunch of useful stuff. Sometimes that happens. Bandage. Plant fiber. A bandage for healing minor wounds. I'm gonna make some of that because I tend to get hurt a lot. Okay, so I can make 5. One thing I'd like them to implement, I don't know if they will, but I'd like it if you could click left and have it go to the max amount that you can make for that item. That's in a lot of like Final Fantasy type games, and I find it very useful rather than have to look at my resource and be like, oh, I can make this many. It'd be nice to just click, make max. So maybe I'll suggest that. I don't know. I don't like submitting features because I kind of feel like, you know, they already have a lot on their plate and I don't want to like add to that. But anyway, so a lot of these items are cosmetic, and you know, you can make them to decorate your house. And I haven't really put much time into making a house. 1, because I know that it's probably going to get deleted after they do roll out another significant change, and 2, because my favorite part of Starbound is the exploration. I like building houses. It's kind of funny. In Elder Scrolls and stuff like that, I love, you know, buying a house and decorating it. But in Terraria and in Minecraft and in Starbound, I love exploring. I love going in and fighting guys. Not that I dislike that in Skyrim. It's just I like it more in Terraria. There's something about the 2D-ness of fighting in Starbound that really appeals to me, especially since I've been going through all the Castlevania games again. Alright. But yeah, like little fence and stuff like that. Alright, let's make our axe, and let's rearrange the stuff a little bit. The inventory has to be open for you to drag stuff into different slots, which is a little bit annoying, but I can understand why that might be a good thing. We need more trees too, so we should go chop some more down. There aren't saplings that I've seen yet, so I'm not really sure how you can grow more trees. They might just have to grow on their own. Red petal. I also don't really like that it automatically goes up to here when you pick stuff up, but I don't know, whatever. Okay, so now that we have our axe, this will fall down much faster. Despawn rate is also something that's being tweaked, because when I first played the beta on, I think, December 2nd, I noticed that the stuff disappeared almost as soon as it fell, which is very inconvenient because I fell a tree and then all of a sudden I'd be fighting monsters, and by the time I finished fighting the monsters, the thing that I had been seeking out would have despawned, and now it lasts a little longer, which is nice. I think if you leave the screen, it disappears even faster, so you still don't want to walk away from stuff that you're trying to harvest. That's once you dig it up. Obviously, if it's in the ground, it's going to be there until you pick it up, because it's already been generated by, you know, when you went to the planet, it generated that planet. And planets, by the way, are another awesome thing about Starbound, is that there are multiple planets. And you have a handy-dandy spaceship, so you can go to those planets. And when you play multiplayer games, which I've only experienced a little bit of, you can actually, you know, have different players on different planets at the same time. So you can explore together if you want, and I think that would be more fun in my idea. But if you wanted to go look for resources on your own without accidentally tripping on each other, you could go to different planets, and that would be totally doable. And, you know, you could still talk, chat, or go on Vent or whatever. Do people still use Vent? I don't even know. I was never really much for voice chat or grouping. Even when I play, you know, MMOs, I kind of just play them on myself, because I'm antisocial like that. So yeah, if you send me a friend request and I don't accept it, it's probably because I haven't even logged in not offline mode in ages, for instance on Steam. And another nice thing, when you're dropping like a torch or a platform, you can put it as long as there's a back, like this wall here, at least then you can put it down. There's a lot of monsters over there. I'm kind of afraid to go over there. I'm just a poor little canary. My voice is kind of going because I'm, like I keep saying, I'm trying to get over a cold, but I just wanted to make another video and show you guys, you know, sort of a more condensed update on what I figured out. I don't know when I'll do another Starbound video. I'm still kind of in the middle of a bunch of things. I just moved to a new location on last Sunday, and I'm still moving in and dealing with work, etc, 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 so free time is an issue. But I'll keep putting out new videos, at least 1 or 2 a week of Starbound, covering the changes as they make them, and I might even start doing research on what the changes are so I can give you a better idea. Like I said in one of the other videos, I kind of like to not really read the updates and just see what happens, you know, experience it on my own. But obviously if I'm going to be trying to teach you guys how to play the game, then it'll be helpful if I know exactly what it is I'm teaching you. Anyway, this is what I'm talking about. See? I put it right there in the middle, and you can jump through it, which I love, because then I can, you know, not have to worry so much about leaving a spot to put torches. Oops. I'm trying to dig my way through with a bow. That's dumb. Alright, well, I'm trying to find a cave, but I'm not finding one. Go see if that guy wants to kill me. Yep, he wants to kill me. What a shocker. Oh, God. Well, now you get to see the respawn. See? It's a little egg. And then it gets a little baby chick. Sorry, I was thinking that it was big immediately. But no, it starts out as a baby chick. And then it grows into a fully fledged adult. And then I get my clothes. Yeah. So, and it's different for all the races, like I said. If you want to see what the different ones are, I suggest you go watch my other Starbound videos, because I have a couple. I have one with a Hylatl, I have one with a Florin, and then I have one that has the character creation for all the races. I don't know if I have the death animation for all the races. I should probably make a video of that. We'll think about it. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna go find a cough drop to suck on, because my throat hurts now. And leave a comment and tell me if you have any questions. I don't know how many answers I have, but if nothing else, maybe other people watching this video will have a better idea and they can answer you. You know, I know that the whole change to Google Plus has made commenting on YouTube videos a pain in the ass, but comment if you can, and if you can't, you can always go to the Games Are for Fight Facebook page. It's just facebook.com/Games Are for Fight, I think. I don't know. The link is in the description of every video. Or you can ask me on Twitter. It's Games Are for Fight at Twitter, etc, etc, etc. And if I can, I'll answer you. You might also send a tweet towards the developers of Starbound, and they might answer you, but they're pretty overwhelmed by tweets right now, so... Or you could Google it, because you might already have your answer out there on a forum somewhere. The Starbound forum is very active, and the devs often check it, and sometimes they'll reply to questions if enough people seem like they want to know. And also the website has pretty much daily blog posts where they tell you about what they've added to the game and what they've changed, what they've fixed, what their future plans are. So yeah, if you are just now finding out about Starbound and you're interested to know more about this game, play Starbound.com. It is an excellent website. It is very easy to navigate, and it has lots of information. Thanks for watching. Like if you like. Hopefully this video was useful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!